the bankers have pretty much taken control of our government. It doesn't matter Republican and Democrat anymore because they're both the same. Neither one of them are talking about shutting down the Federal Reserve System or stopping the payment of taxes, or any of the big issues that face Americans, right? So I had a friend, Nick Rockefeller, okay, who was one of the Rockefeller family, and he, when I was running for governor in Nevada, he came to me, introduced himself to me through an attorney, and we became friends. We started talking about things, and I learned an awful lot from Mr. Rockefeller. And one of the things that we used to talk about was the ultimate plan of the banking industry, what they wanted to accomplish. And the goals of the banking industry, not just the Federal Reserve System, but the private banks in Germany and England, all over Italy, all over the world, they all work together. They're all central banks, and they're all part of the Communist Manifesto. Central banking is one of the major planks of the Communist Manifesto. We talk about America being a capitalistic country, but yet at the same time, we have a central bank that plans everything for us, right? And the graduated income tax is another plank of the Communist Manifesto, right? So right there, you have two major planks of the Communist Manifesto that have been brought in because of the Federal Reserve System, okay? So the ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to create a one-world government run by the banking industry, run by the bankers, and they're doing it in sections. The European currency, the euro, and the European Constitution is one part of it. Now they're trying to do it in America with the North American Union, right? And they want to create a new currency called the Amero, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one-world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is giving me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing. You can't buy food. You can't do anything. It's total control of the people.
And that chip's connected to a database that has your purchasing records, what you do.
Everything is in there, And so they want a one-world government controlled by them, everybody being chipped, all your money in those chips, and they control the chips, and they control people, and you become a slave. You become a serf to these people. That's their goal. That's their intentions.
More than a decade.
All right. Shalom. First and foremost, call halal, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who teach and rule well, peace and infinite salutations to the elect that are scattered abroad doing this work in truth and in sincerity. I'm the brother Abal Gabar from the Camp Company of Prophets here in Tampa, Florida, coming at you with a quick lesson. Motb update. Almost 160 countries will adopt new Brics payment system, Brics Pay. Okay, and this is an article that I have right here. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, there it is. Right, and see, this isn't good for the American dollar, man. All right, and we know that ultimately we're going to enter into a new era of payment, which is going to be by a digital currency. Okay, in the post-production video, which you saw, which you can watch the whole interview. The whole interview is wild. Okay, a lot of information was brought out via Aaron Russo. That was the interview with Alex Jones and Aaron Russo back in, I believe, 2005. I believe it was. But Aaron Russo was an insider for the Rockefellers. Okay, he was close with one of the Rockefellers, Nick Rockefeller. Okay, so Aaron Russo, this guy right here, okay, the guy you saw talking, he knew inside information of what the bankers wanted to do, which we know according to Bible prophecy, the American dollar is through, the whole system is going digital, and ultimately they want total control. And how they're going to do that is by ushering in the Motb, okay, the Charagma, right? And we're going to keep hitting on this, all right? So as you see this guy Putin, okay, almost 160 countries will adopt new Brics payment system, Brics Pay, okay? And Brics stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. But a lot of nations are joining onto the Brics nations, okay? And they're coming up with their own currency. And ultimately, the U.S. dollar is through, okay? Let me actually share my screen on that real quick. All right, let me stop this. Let me share this. The United States national debt, 35 trillion and counting, man. Okay. So the American dollar is done. Let me open up. Let me grab this is Habakkuk 2 and 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." All right. So these prophecies are coming to pass. A major prophecy is the mark of the beast, man, which is going to be that digital implantable C-hip, okay, where they want to tag everybody, you know, in your hand. You pull this back up with a digital implant. You're not going to be able to buy and sell without it. All right. It's the times we're coming into, man. All right. Let me see. Let's see some of these 160 nations real quick. 160 countries. Join. And Shalom, man. Hopefully all the brothers and sisters doing well. One day closer to getting up out of here, man. So all praise to Yahweh Shemi Shai. Let's see. 159 countries set to adopt BRICS new payment system. Let's see if it names some of them. It's not giving any names, but it says 159 countries. Let me see. So the American dollar is through, man. Right. So all these nations are joining themselves under Russia. All right. So let me go ahead. Let's get right into the prophecy. Let's go to Revelation 13. We're going to pull it up in the blue letter. We're going to go into these words, man, which a lot of these Israelite camps, like the IUIC, you got the bishop or general or King Nathaniel, right? Whatever he wants to be called, man. That's constantly been going off concerning this prophecy. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? Bear with me 1 second. Let me see if I can find this video. From the Elder Kazak. Recently went into it. There we go.
This is Harold, who says, will the mark of the beast be something we're tricked into taking, or will it be of our own free will?
We make.
Now, this is Yahweh Shai is coming back. Definitely be sure to subscribe to the Elder's page. This is Elder Kazak. But his lesson is titled Deacon Yahweh Sop of IUIC breaks down Motb like Pat Robertson from CBN News. All right, so let me go ahead and play it.
This is Harold, who says, will the mark of the beast be something we're tricked into taking, or will it be of our own free will?
We make so much of this mark of the beast and the Antichrist and so forth, and so we don't have the Antichrist right now. And I think people are talking about the mark of the beast and 666 and all that stuff. But I think the whole idea, your forehead is your volition, your hand is your action. And so the whole idea is you have surrendered your hand and your volition to the Antichrist. But it'll be voluntary when it happens, but hopefully we don't have to worry about it.
Do you need prayer? Call us. It's toll free. 1-800-700-7000.
This is Bob who says, does a microchip implanted in the body represent the mark of the beast? My wife thinks so and says she would die before letting someone implant one in her body, but I think she's wrong. Well, it depends on what kind of a microchip it is. Look, I've got in my chest right here a little box. It's called a pacemaker, and it sends the right signal to keep my heart from being in AFib. And it's a nice thing to have. So that ain't the mark of the beast. That is a pacemaker. So, I mean, but the mark of the beast is you can't, you're giving your head or your hand, your volition and your action unto this, Antichrist. That's the mark of the beast. And I don't think a little microchip is what we're talking about. All right.
Do you have questions about God? Call us. It's toll free. 1-800-700-7000. Or check out this link.
Read. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes.
What is this talking about? And thou shalt bind these commandments upon thy hand, and what?
And they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes.
This is known as the mark of God. Wait a minute now. Put my glasses on. This is known as the mark of God. Y'all all heard about what's called the mark of the beast, correct?
Yes, sir.
The mark of the beast, what they say in your forehead or in your hand, is saying the same thing here. So you either have the mark of God in your head or you have the mark of Satan in your head. That's how it goes.
This right here is the face of a false prophet, man. Okay, the IUIC have been exposed as being false prophets, and the scriptures tell you, he that being often reproved hardened his neck. These guys are proud, man. All right, so let's keep listening. We're gonna get into the lesson. So, like you for the long intro, you got a lot of false prophets, man.
Goes. That's who's doing it. Either God is going to socially steer you or Satan is going to socially steer you. It's trying to steer us beyond the horizon for us to get to where we need to go or take us to destruction. That's what we have to be mindful of. Okay, read that again. Read a little faster too, Lee.
Yes, sir. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand.
Thou shalt bind these commandments upon the hand, meaning what you do. That's why I'm saying hand there. What you do. Go ahead.
And they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes.
And what's between your eyes? Your brain, your mind. So your mind got to be reflective of the commandments of the Most High in your thinking, and your hands is the action of you doing what your mind told you to do. If you ain't dealing with the Most High, you're going to think of sin and you're going to commit sin with your hand.
And just like the elder apostle Tahar has been saying, does that mean that the apostle Paul had the mark of the beast? Because what did the apostle Paul say? He said, it is not I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. See, the IUIC, their stance is that sin is the mark of the beast. But the scriptures tell you, let me grab it, which they're completely going off, man. All right. Let me grab this real quick. This is Galatians 3:22. It says, but the scripture hath concluded all under sin, that the promise by faith of Yahushua HaMashiach might be given to them that believe. Okay? So everybody's under sin, man. All of us. Every single one of us has sin. We are under sin. Okay? And so the question is, did the apostle Paul have the mark of the beast? Did King Solomon have the mark of the beast? Did Adam have the mark of the beast? All right. These guys do err not knowing the scriptures. Okay. Let me grab that. This is Matthew 22:29. Yahushua answered and said unto them, you do err not knowing the scriptures, nor the power of the Most High. These guys don't understand the scriptures. IUIC, ISUPK, WFI, Watchmen for Israel, and the list goes on and on. What's that group? One Body. All right. They don't understand the scriptures, man.
Understand the connection. That's how it works. We're going to read that. Where you at?
That was verse 8.
Read on.
And thou shalt write them upon the post of thy house and upon thy gates. And it shall be when the Lord thy God shall have.
That was it. Read verse 9 again.
And thou shalt write them upon the posts of thy house and on thy gates.
So this is what the Most High told us to do when we came out of Egypt. The Most High wanted to make sure that we understood his commandments as opposed to the evils and the way of the Egyptians, because he had taken us out of Egypt at this point. Y'all all right? So he had to break away from that. That's what he's doing to us now. Okay, that's why the Bible says, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. How are we partakers of Esau's sins, of this society's sins? By following the wicked, by following the philosophy in our minds and doing wickedness. That's the mark of the beast. And don't even.
And you had the elder apostle Gabar recently going into these different laws, man. You know, the law on the separation, the separation of a woman when she's on her menstrual cycle, which these guys aren't keeping those laws, man. So does that mean you got the mark of the beast? All right. When you go into these laws, the 613 laws, statutes, and commandments, what you can't name them off the top of your head. You don't know the laws by heart. Okay. That's part of the new covenant. The new covenant, we're going to get these laws, statutes, and commandments put inside of us. All right. We need to be changed to be sinless. These different Israelite camps, they do err not knowing the scriptures, and they really think that they're perfect. Okay. And it takes faith to believe the mark of the beast is the charagma, man. It takes faith to believe that this is going to happen soon. Okay. That there's going to be a digital implant, which is the Motb, contrary to popular belief within these Israelite camps, but like the scriptures say, what is that? Ezekiel 33 and 33, then shall it be known that a prophet have been among them. It's going to be made known. What is that? Then shall it be known who am I chosen?
Even know it. You think it's just about somebody writing some 666 on your head and all that. Ain't got nothing to do with that at all. That 666 represent destruction, because the number is in the Bible. That's Esau's number. That's his number. Read.
And cause.
Yeah, that's how he speaks. Talk about the passion of the Christ. And all of the actors look just like this thing here, because that was an image of Caesar Borgia.
Yeah, but you guys are coming in the name of Christ.
That's not an accident. They can't get just a regular white man. They got to look a particular way to mimic Caesar Borgia. Look him up. Read.
That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Meaning, if you don't worship the white man Jesus, they say you're going to hell. That's what they.
Completely going off. The image of the beast is not this image which you see in the back. Hold on, let me see if I can. This picture right here, Caesar Borgia. They try to say that right there is the image of the beast. That's not the image of the beast, man. Okay, the image of the beast is this NWO, which you heard Aaron Russo talking about in the beginning of the video, the post-production video. I played Aaron Russo. He was telling you that they want a new world order. And part of their new world order is they want to get everybody tagged. Okay, that's the image of the beast, which the beast represents the Roman Empire, the ancient Roman Empire. But now the beast has been revived by way of NATO and the EU and America. All right. You guys don't know the scriptures, man.
Tell you in your dope houses called Christian churches. Read. What verse you in?
That was verse 15.
Read. Come on.
And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
That's what I was talking about earlier. In their right hand and in their forehead. Meaning to do sin and think sin. That's all it's talking about. Ain't talking about some microchip. That bull crap out of your head. Ain't no microchip gonna make you sin. People stupid as hell.
Right, but I bet you if, like the elder Apostle Hart said, if Bishop Nathaniel started teaching it, this guy would just follow right behind Bishop Nathaniel. Monkey see, monkey do. Right? That's why the scriptures say, if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. We're going to get into the mark of the beast, man. All right? I'm just playing these videos and going with the spirit. So if I'm long-winded, then go watch something else, man.
The white man puts a thought in your mind to make you think that sin is pleasurable. And you end up thinking it and you end up doing it. That's the mark being in your head and in your hand. Okay? So now, go to Ezekiel now.
I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh.
All right, you can watch the rest of this video. All right, go ahead and watch the rest of this video. Yahweh Shai is coming back. Let's get into the breakdown. So that guy these guys are false prophets, man. IUIC, Bishop Nathaniel, and his zombie followers, a bunch of false prophets. And we're gonna see when that time comes. We're gonna see what y'all gonna do, man. Let's get into it. This is Revelation 13 and verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, which is this devil's new world order, okay, which is nothing but the image of Rome coming back, the new beast system with modern technology and ultimately to get everybody tagged with the mark. It says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, right? Because there's going to be a death penalty, okay, behind not taking this mark, okay, the Motb. It's the time we're coming into, man. Deadly serious prophecy, and you got false prophets out here that are, falsely prophesying, doing their own thing, This is Jeremiah 14 and 14, real quick. The Lord said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. Right? IUIC. It says, I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto a false vision and divination and a thing of naught and the deceit of their heart. And these guys have been deceived, man. Whether they took the bag, whether they sold out, whether somebody came to them and, bought them out, bought and paid for, whatever it is, they definitely sold out. Okay. Whatever it is, they definitely falsely prophesying. Let's put it like that. They're not telling you the 100% truth, man. All right. Ezekiel 13 and 2, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesy, and say thou unto them that prophesy out of their own hearts, hear ye the word of Yahweh. And that's what we're telling you. All right. We're telling you to hear the words of the Most High. It's plain. But see, you got to do studying. You got to dig deep. They're trying to tell you that this mark right here, which we're going to go into it, is a spiritual mark. No, it's not. Revelation 13 and 16, and he causeth all, he being Esau, the so-called white man, starting with the bankers, the elite, the top banking families of the earth who rule the earth, right? He is going to cause everybody, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And we go into this all the time. The word mark is the Greek word charagma. All right.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
A stamp, an imprinted mark. This is a physical mark. This is a literal mark, man. Of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand, which is going to be either hand. It could be either hand. As the badge of the followers of the Antichrist, which we know there's many Antichrists. All right, it says the mark branded upon horses, thin carved, sculptured, graven work. Right, it says a scratch or etching, i.e., stamp. Okay, and they want to do that with the the tool, the Karax, to plant that charagma in you. Okay, and that's what Aaron Russo was going into. Okay, that's what they want. Like I said, he was an insider with the Rockefellers. Okay, which is one of the the top families of Esau Edom. Okay, and he told you what their plan was. They want to get everybody tagged, which the Bible tells you to plan. Right? So it says he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, the Motb, the charagma, and that no man might buy or sell. So that shows you that this current economy and the way that we buy and sell today is going to change overnight. Okay, you're not going to be able to buy and sell with your cash, your debit cards, your credit cards. All of that stuff's going to go into the charagma, right? Your medical records, everything's going to go into that database, which is called the Digital Public Infrastructure, the DPI. All right, it says, in that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding. So you got to have understanding, and to get understanding, really the Lord has to increase you. All right, you gotta study to show yourself approved. It says, count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And even when you go into this, Chai stigma. When you go to the word, let me see if it'll pull up. Stigma also means, let me see. This is what I'm going to do. When you go into the word stigma, it means mark or puncture, a mark made by a pointed instrument or dot. Okay, but it has different meanings: to carve, to mark. All right. So you got to study, man. Study to show yourself approved. Let's go back. And this is the time we're coming into. That's why you saw, let me pull that back up on the screen. This right here. Oh, that's not it. Hold on, Salakia. This one right here. There you go. Almost 160 countries will adopt new Brics payment system. All right. And ultimately, it's all these nations are going to be pushed to get the Motb. Everything's going to go digital. It's going to be linked to one database. Okay. So the Motb is on the way. Fastly approaching, man. All right. Let's go to 2 Corinthians. Let me see. Pull it up right here. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Second Corinthians 2:11, it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And you got a lot of Israelites that are ignorant of the devices of Satan, man. You ignorant of Esau's plans, man. And really because the Lord is just not dealing with you. Right? If you can't see that the mark of the beast is the charagma, all right, it's because the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. Or you sold out. All right, let me pull this up on the screen. And this is the time we coming into, man. Everybody's going to be tempted. This is going to be the hour of temptation. This is going to be the hour of temptation. All right, because you're not going to be able to buy or sell without it. All right, you can't buy and sell with a picture of Cesare Borgia. You can't buy and sell with sin. Okay, The mark of the beast is going to be a form of currency or buying and selling, okay? Which is going to be the charagma. You already got people paying with the palm of their hand. Okay, you got people in Sweden that have the Motb, have the charagma. Right? You got people on earth today that have the Motb, man. And they're making payments with it. Okay? And they're using radio frequency ID identification. Okay? It's the times we coming into, man. Right? Everybody's going to be tested. The great time of testing is coming. There's the karax. Okay, the instrument that they're going to use to prick you, okay, and to put the Motb inside of you, man. All right, the grain of rice. And this is coming, all right? And you know where you heard it from, starting with the elder apostles of Great Millstone. We've been telling you, man. All right, and if you can't see it, it's because you've been blinded. And the scriptures tell you, if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch, man. All right? Let me grab one more scripture. We'll close it out. Revelation 3:10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, okay, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon earth. This is going to be a test, a trial of all of our faith. All right, because you ain't going to be able to pay your rent. You ain't going to be able to buy food. You ain't going to be able to do anything. Pay your phone bill, pay your car note. You're not going to be able to do anything. All you're going to have is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And then it's going to be known who are the chosen. Then it's going to be known who truly believe. But we're going to see what these other camps do, man. All right, regardless of how much fringes you got on or how much laws you think you keep. And if you take the mark of the beast, you out of there. Okay, you're not of the elect. Whoever takes the mark of the beast is not the elect. You're not one of the chosen. Right, and we're coming into the time where we're going to have to rely on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, let me pull this up in the GMT, Isaiah. I'll close it out with this, 10 and 20. Yeah, Isaiah 10 and 20 in the GNT, it says, a time is coming when the people of Israel who have survived, the remnant, will not rely anymore on the nation that almost destroyed them. Okay, we're not, who is that? Esau. Okay, that's the nation that almost destroyed us. And that's Esau's ultimate goal, is to exterminate us. They want to destroy us, bro. The white man, the so-called white man, woman, and child, they hate the Israelites. And really all these nations do, but Esau brought us on the brink of, genocide, man. It says, a time is coming, which is the hour of temptation, when the people of Israel who have survived will not rely anymore on the nation that almost destroyed them. They will truly put their trust in the Lord, Yahweh, Israel's holy power. Yeah, so when this time comes, we're going to have to fully unplug. What are we going to do when the mark of the beast is mandatory? We're going to have to unplug from this man system, man. All right, we're going to have to fully trust the Lord. All right, that's why you should be praying right now, praying that the Lord have mercy upon you, that, he feeds us in that day. And we know the scriptures say, my servant shall eat, but you shall be hungry. You other Israelite camps that are falsely prophesying, you're not going to be defended in this time, man. All the false prophets are going to be exposed. All the true prophets are going to be made known. All right. But yeah, just a quick update. Motb, almost 160 countries will adopt the new Brics payment system. We closing in at the end of this thing. We counting down months. Right? We closing in on the elections with this chick Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. And we'll see how that goes. There might not even be an election. All these prophecies happening quick, man. All right. So, hey, with that, call hello, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Motb update. Almost 160 countries will adopt new Brics payment system, Brics Pay. All right. So let's keep our eye on that. The mark of the beast is indeed the digital implant. All right. And if you're listening and you watching the IUIC and you better get around, you get from around them guys, man. All right. You watching WFI, get from around them guys. All right. So with that, call Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Till next time, Shalom.